Hey, I started recording a little bit late. Just start in a nice, easy seat today.
Take another deep breath in. Feel your belly and your chest expand. This time, seal your lips and exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this. A couple more rounds of breath on your own. With each inhale, feeling length from your tailbone through the crown of your head. And then with each exhale, sealing your lips and creating this oceanic sound at the back of your throat. Take one more deep breath in. One more slow breath out. Now you can either keep your eyes closed or flutter them open. We'll take some neck stretches. So drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. Create a lot of space on the left side of your neck and press your left shoulder down. Now slowly begin to roll your chin forward, feeling the stretch along the back of your neck. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your head back, right ear to right shoulder. Pick your head up to center. Drop your left ear down to your left shoulder. Now on this side, create a lot of space on the right side of your neck. Press your right shoulder down, relax your shoulders. Now drop your chin forward. Draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Drop your head back. Left ear to left shoulder. Pick your head back up to center. Press your palms down into the ground. Come to a tabletop position. So stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down toward the ground and lift your gaze to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine up. Gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose. Press the ground away. Find space along the back of your spine. Now come back to a neutral tabletop. Gaze straight down between your hands. Press your big toes together to touch behind you and widen your knees out to the width of your mat. Sit your hips back to your heels and then drop your forehead down to your mat for child's pose. At whatever point in class you feel a little tired or want to take a quick break, come back to this position in child's pose. Now in your child's pose, keep your forehead resting on the ground, but walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Press down through your left side, feeling the stretch along your left rib cage. Now slowly walk your hands back to center. Again, keeping your forehead grounded, slowly walk your fingers over to the opposite side, the left side of your mat, creating a lot of space on your right rib cage. Really pressing down through your right sit bone. Walk your hands back to center. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Slow breath back out your nose. Your next inhale, rise to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees. Tuck your toes under behind you. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Create this inverted V shape in your body. You can pedal into one knee and the next. Take a moment to settle into this position. Draw your attention to your hands. Spread your fingers out wide. Press your palms down and forward, and as you press your palms down, lift your tailbone up, creating length in your spine. Now inhale, gaze forward to your hands. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists at about hip width distance and drape your torso over your thighs. Option to sway side to side here. Grab for opposite elbows. Take a really generous bend in your knees. Let your torso brush against your thighs. Now drop your arms down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Now a nice slow inhale, roll all the way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. No rush to get to the top. Whenever you do, flutter your eyes closed, press your palms together at heart center. Ground down through all corners of your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice strong breath back out your nose. Blink your eyes open if they're closed. Drop your arms down to your sides, face your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms up overhead. Pull your kneecaps up to engage your quads, and then tuck your tailbone slightly underneath your body. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive down through heart center, hinging from your hips. Option to bring a bend to your knees here if that's more accessible. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins or your thighs. Shift your weight into the ball mounds of your feet and then pinch your shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over wrists and heels over your toes. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank, lower down halfway. Always the option to take these on your knees or skip them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Straighten through your arms and then press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi. Drop your hands together at your heart. Send your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips and dive down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage your core to flatten your spine. Exhale, high to low plank chaturanga dandasana. Remember, you can always take these on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, Samastitihi. Drop your hands together at your heart. Drop your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, high to low plank. Take whichever variation you choose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Pull your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out your nose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips low and then extend your arms up to frame your face. Always the option to keep your hands at your heart. Shift your weight back into your heels and squeeze your thighs together. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot to the back of your mat and keep your right foot up at the front. Now drop your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. Now take a moment here to sink into this position. You can leave your arms up if you like that, or you can interlace your hands around your front thigh, gently rocking forward and back. Just be gentle if you're taking some movement here. Opening up through your left hip flexors. Now inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms back up to frame your face. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Send your right arm back behind you and left arm in front of you, and then face the right side of your space. So isometrically squeeze your thighs toward one another, and then you'll feel that you'll be able to twist a little further when you do this. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. Now inhale, exalted warrior. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling, and then your right hand will reach toward the back of your right thigh, the back of your left thigh rather. So it's a bit of a twist in your torso and an expanse through your chest here. So left arm's energetically reaching up and right hand toward your left thigh. Take one more breath in. Exhale, return to open arm twist. Left arm reaches forward, right arm back. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your palms to frame your front foot and lift your left knee off of the ground. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your hips all the way open to the left side of your space. Bend into your right knee. Your right toes point forward, and your back foot is parallel with the short end of your mat. Gaze over your top fingertips. Maintain a deep bend in your front knee. Now inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Send your right arm down and your left arm up. Option to place your right forearm on your front thigh here. Continue to traction your front knee to the outer edge of your front foot. Now inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your right arm up and back. High five the back wall with your top palm. Take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down to frame your right foot, then step your right foot back and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low. You've been here before. Maybe you can sit a little bit lower. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot to the back of your mat this time. So left foot is forward, right leg is back. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. Take another moment to settle into this stretch here. You can, again, interlace your hands around your front thigh and very gently rock forward and back. Gently opening through your right hip flexors. Really press your pelvis forward, and it's a gentle tuck of your tailbone to accentuate that stretch along your right hip flexors. Now inhale, crescent moon, extend your arms back up overhead. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Draw your left arm back and right arm forward so your chest is facing the left side of your space. Continue to ground down through your left heel. Take a breath in. Twist a little bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, exalted warrior. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling and your left arm reaches for your back right thigh. So maybe gaze up toward your right palm here. Continue to bend into your left knee, feeling this nice deep stretch along your right hip. Take one more breath in. Exhale, return to open arm twist. Right arm reaches forward, left arm back. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up to center. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms to frame your foot and lift your back knee up off the ground. Inhale, warrior two, spiral all the way open toward the right side of your space. So bend into your left knee, straighten through your right leg. Find front heel to back arch alignment in your feet. So if I were to draw a line from your front heel, it would intersect with the arch of your back foot. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling and then left arm down, or place your left forearm on your front thigh. Bring some awareness to your back leg. Press down to the knife edge of your back foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your left arm up and back so that your left palm faces the back of your space. Take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. And then flow through whichever variation of high to low plank you'd like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. All right, this is our sun B. Let's flow through again, linking breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips nice and low, extend your arms up to frame your face. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg to the back of your mat, then drop your left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon, extend your arms up to frame your face. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, exalted warrior, left arm up, right arm toward your left thigh. Exhale, back to open arm twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up to center. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms, pull your left knee up off the ground. Inhale, warrior two, blossom all the way open to the left side of your space. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward and then down. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips nice and low, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot to the back of your mat and drop your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, hinge your torso up, arms overhead. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, exalted warrior, left hand reaches toward your right thigh, right arm reaches up. Exhale, open arm twist, come back through center. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up to frame your face. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms, lift your right knee off the ground. Inhale, warrior two, blossom open, spiral your back foot down. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your left arm forward and then down. Inhale, reverse warrior, extend your left arm up and back, maintain the bend in your left knee. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the tops of your feet, press into your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, we'll flow through one more sun B, but this time we'll change a few things up. So listen for little changes here and there. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Now here's a change. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee up off of the ground. You can either extend your arms up or keep your hands on your waist. Just a little bit of a balance challenge here. Flex your left toes up toward your face. Feel rooted down through the sole of your right foot and the ball mounds of your feet and your heel. Now if your arms are on your waist, inhale, one-legged mountain, arms up. Now listen here, take this nice and slow. Exhale, low lunge. Hinge your torso forward and back, and then step your left leg to the back of your mat, palms down to frame your front leg. Now from here, inhale, crescent lunge. Keep your back knee lifted and extend your arms up overhead. Stack your front knee over your front ankle and press your back heel up over your back toe. Take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Now inhale, exalted warrior, left arm reaches up, right arm toward your left thigh. Take a second here to sink into this nice deep stretch. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Now from here, inhale, warrior two, spiral all the way open toward the left side of your space, gaze over your right fingertips. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Hinge forward and then down. This time your front leg is straight. So very similar to extended side angle, but this time your front knee is straight instead of bent. So you can place your right hand on your calf if you want. You can place on the inside of your calf. Press your hips to the back of your space. So should you feel a nice opening through your right inner thigh. From here, bend back into your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. This time, ground down through your left foot. And inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your chest up and then lift your right knee in line with your right hip. You can either keep your arms overhead or drop your hands to your waist. Squeeze your left butt cheek. This will help with stabilizing yourself here. And flex your right toes up toward your face. Now, if your arms are on your hips, inhale, extend your arms back up. Now, nice and slow as you need. Exhale, low lunge. Swing your torso forward and then step your right leg to the back of your mat. And then once your right foot presses down, inhale, crescent lunge. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here for a moment. Square your hips to the wall in front of you and press really high on your back ball mounds. Take a breath in, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Now from here, inhale, exalted warrior, right arm up, left arm toward your right thigh. Continue to squeeze your thighs together. This will help with your stability. Now inhale, warrior two, spiral all the way open. Gaze over your left fingertips, bend into your left knee. Now straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Extend your left arm forward and then down and right arm up toward the ceiling. Breathe here. So again, your left leg is now straight in triangle pose, which is different than extended side angle. Press your hips to the back of your room. And gaze toward the side wall or up toward your top hand if you like. Begin to bend back into your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your left arm up and back. And exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Controlled breath back out. Drop down to your knees. Press your big toes together. Widen your knees out to the width of your mat. Sink your hips back to your heels for child's pose. Rest your forehead on your mat. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Focus on deep breaths in and out, re-regulating your breath as needed. One more deep breath in. Feel your belly press against your thighs. And another strong breath out to your nose. Your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Now inhale, extend your right heel high and flex your right toes down toward the ground. Even the weight between your palms. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot in between your hands and then drop your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead. Now from here, exhale, drop your hands to your heart. Inhale, shift your torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Hook your left elbow on your outer right thigh and press your palms together at your heart. You can stay right here with your back knee on the ground. Level 2 would be to tuck your back toes and lift your back knee up off of the ground for a little bit more of a balance challenge. You can choose whichever variation you'd like here, but continue to press your palms together as hard as you can to accentuate this twist in your spine. Take one more breath in wherever you're at. Exhale, runner's lunge. Drop your back knee down if it's not already on the ground. Walk your hands to the inside of your right foot and then step your right foot out to the corner of your mat. You can untuck your back toes. Allow your body to sink into the stretch, taking whatever you'd like here. You can stay up on your palms. You can maybe roll over onto the knife edge of your foot to get some hip opening. You can also drop down to your forearms if that's accessible in your body. Just take a moment to take whatever feels nice. Option to go for the quad stretch. For the quad stretch, I'll demo it here. You'll extend your right arm up toward the ceiling, bend your left knee, and then grab a hold of your left foot. And then from here, you can pull your left foot toward your left glute, avoiding any like pulling toward the right side of your body. You want to pull your leg toward the left side of your body. That's just an option if you want some more opening through your quads. If you have the quad stretch, gently release it. Now walk your right foot back to the center of your mat and come back to an active low lunge. So lift your left knee up off of the ground. Place all of your weight into your right foot and inhale, one-legged mountain. Press yourself all the way up, nice and slow, hard transition here. Lift your left knee up in line with your left hip. Now you can stay right here if you want. If you want to take dancers, drop your left arm into your left side and swing your left foot back and grab a hold of your inner left foot, so the inner arch of your foot. You can stay here. If you want to go into full dancer, take a breath in. Exhale, gently hinge your torso forward and kick into your back hand. So the harder you kick into your hand, the more your back will bend and the higher your back leg will get. So you can take whatever level you want, here. Now inhale, slowly rise back up. Drop your left foot down to the ground. And inhale, mountain pose, arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your hands together at heart center. Root down through your left foot. And inhale, tree pose on the right. Lift the sole of your right foot on your inner left calf, or you can pull your leg up to your inner right thigh, your inner left thigh rather. You can take whatever arm variation you'd like here. You can press your palms together at your heart, maybe out to the side. You can lift your arms overhead or behind your back. Press your right foot into your left thigh just as hard as you press your left thigh back into your right foot. This action of pressing your foot into your thigh into your foot will actually engage your lower core. That's really what helps with balance in this posture. Take one more breath in. And exhale, Samasthiti, drop your right foot down, hands together at your heart. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, dive down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms and flow through whichever variation of chaturanga you like. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Inhale, keep your left heel high, flex your left toes to the ground, and squeeze your left butt cheek to lift your heel a little higher. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your palms, and then drop your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Connect your outer right arm to your outer left thigh. And then twist from here. So you really press your arm into your thigh and your thigh back into your arm, and you'll feel this twist in your spine the more you do that. Level 1, stay here. Level 2, tuck your back toes and lift your right knee up off of the ground for more of a balance challenge. Whichever variation you're in, find length in your spine with every breath in, and then twist a little bit deeper on your breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Drop your back knee down to the ground. Press your palms on the inside of your left foot. And toe heel your left foot to the outer edge of your mat. You can take whatever variation you like here. You can stay up on your palms, maybe roll to the outer edge of your left foot to open up for your left hip. You can also drop down to your forearms. Or you can take the quad stretch on this side if you did so on the other side. For the quad stretch on this side, you'll extend your left arm up toward the ceiling, then bend your right knee and grab a hold of your right foot, pulling your right foot toward your right glute. Just an option. You've got the quad stretch. Gently release it back down. Press your palms into the ground. Now come back to an active low lunge. So walk your left foot in to frame your left foot with your hands, and then lift your right knee up off of the ground. Load all of your weight into your left foot. And inhale, one-legged mountain. Take it nice and slow. Use the strength of your left leg to press yourself up and lift your right knee in line with your right hip. Now you can stay right here if you want, just focusing on balance in this one-legged posture. If you want to take dancers, lift your arms up. Then drop your right elbow into your right side, swing your right leg back and grab a hold of your inner right foot. So the inner eye of your elbow should be facing toward the right side of your space. You can take a nice deep breath in and exhale, dancer's pose. Hinge your torso forward, kick really hard into your back hand. So expand through your chest, but square your hips down toward the ground. Continue to reach your left arm nice and high. Slowly with control, inhale, mountain pose. Drop your right foot down, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. Ground down through your right foot this time. Inhale, tree pose on the left. Press the sole of your left foot to your inner right calf or up on your inner right thigh. You can choose whichever place and just avoid your knee. So if your foot is falling down onto your knee, just lower your left foot down to your calf to protect your knee joint. Take whatever arm variation you'd like here. Arms out to your side, overhead, at your heart. It can be the same or different than the other side. Find one unmoving point in front of you to focus all of your attention on and continue to breathe evenly. Take one more breath in and exhale, Samasthiti. Drop your left leg down to the ground, hands together at your heart. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back, optional chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. On your next inhale, shift forward into a high plank. And then with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're down on your belly, untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the ground, cricket your elbows up toward the ceiling and magnetize your shoulder blades together. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift your chest up off of the ground and press the tops of your feet into your mat as hard as you can. Take one more breath in, chest up a tiny bit higher. Exhale, lower down. Lower your left cheek down to the earth and extend your arms by your sides. Take a little mini Shavasana here. Draw your chin back to center. Kick your heels up into your glutes. Grab for the outer edges of your feet. If you can't quite grab your feet, that's okay. You can take baby cobra again. For floor bow, inhale, floor bow, kick your feet into your hands and then lift your chest up. Knock your knees together as tight as you can on your inhale, lift just a bit higher. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Lower your opposite cheek to the earth. Your arms by your sides. Feel your heart beating into your mat. You can windshield wiper your legs, dropping your heels to one side and then to the other. Draw your chin back to center. Using your palms, press yourself up to your knees. And then switch over onto your butt. Extend your legs out in front of you. Point your toes up toward the ceiling. Remove any flesh from underneath your sit bones. That will allow you to hinge further. Take a nice deep breath in, find length in your spine. Exhale, seated forward fold. Hinge your torso over your thighs and grab for whatever's accessible. That might be your shins, might be the outer edges of your feet or your toes. Whatever you can grab. This is just a nice counter stretch for the back bending we just did. So be gentle with your body. Your next inhale, slowly rise back up. Now you have a couple options here. You can either take Baddha Konasana, which is soles of your feet together to touch and then butterflying your knees out for a bit of hip opening. You can take this, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch in your hips today, you can take Fire Log. For Fire Log, you'll parallel your left shin with the top of your mat, then take your right leg over your left, stacking your knee and your ankle on both sides. So your right knee will stack over your left ankle and your left ankle over your right knee. So you can choose whichever variation you'd like. For Baddha Konasana, if the soles of your feet are together to touch, you can either stay upright or hinge forward and then use your elbows to press your knees out. If you're in Fire Log, you can also hinge forward to accentuate the stretch. If you're in Fire Log, switch out your sides. So take your right shin on the bottom, left leg over your right leg on this side. This side might feel a little different than the other, that's fine. Like your knees and ankles might touch, they might not. My hips are pretty tight, so my knee usually doesn't hit down to my foot. Wherever you're at, rise back up. If you're in Fire Log, release from the pose. Drop the soles of your feet into the ground and then recline all the way down to your back. Once you're on your back, pull your right knee up into your right armpit and extend your left leg long out in front of you. Take a nice deep breath in, squeeze your right knee up into your armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your right leg over to the left side of your body. Tee out or goalpost your arms. So press both shoulder blades into the ground. It's okay if your right leg doesn't hit the floor. What's more important is keeping your shoulder blades grounded here. Just a very gentle twist in your spine. No need to force anything here. Now slowly return your legs back to center. Hug your left knee up into your left armpit and extend your right leg long out in front of you. Inhale, squeeze your left knee in. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your left leg over to the right side of your space and tee out or goalpost your arms on this side. You can drop your gaze over your left shoulder or just gaze up at the ceiling, whatever you prefer. Stack your hips on top of one another. Just allow gravity to do its work here. Return your legs to center. Hug your knees up into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and pull your forehead up to your knees. Squeeze everything together in the tiniest little ball you can. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your body fall into whatever position it pleases. Let your feet just splay out wide. Release any tension in your toes, in the bottoms of your feet. Release any tightness in your legs, in your hips, in your abs. Feel your belly and your chest rise and fall. Return to the natural cadence of your breath. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a moment of rest here. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to be guided out, begin to bring small movements to your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead. Point your toes. Draw your knees in toward your chest and rock onto whichever side favors you for field pose. Using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a nice tall seat, just like when we started class. You can find a nice tall spine, hands on your knees, in your lap, or at heart center. Let your eyes close. We'll finish with a breath. Exhale out any stale air in your lungs. Take a nice deep full breath in. Feel your belly rise, your chest expand, then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, nice loud sigh out your mouth. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Walk forward. Namaste.